blast.
I got a care package today, and I cracked one just right now. That's right.
Hell yeah. And hey, Mike, I
Mhm.
blasted for the first time today.
Oh, word! You got the
Yes.
First ever Baja Blast.
Did you like go to the Bell, or did you like get it from a store, or what?
My brother brought home Taco Bell and left it on the hood of a car, and I picked it up. I took a sip and was like, "Hey, that's pretty good, actually."
Oh yeah, welcome, brother.
I don't think I'm gonna go out of my way to drink it, but I
Welcome
respect
to
it.
the sugar life.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I'll start with the usual Waluigi here. Start us off right. We're live here on the internet. We should be at least.
Cool. I am sending a tweet now.
Cool. I hope you boys are doing good.
You know,
yeah.
I'm not, but I'm managing.
Yeah. I'm feeling okay, but I'm in like a weird brain space for sure.
Yeah.
Stuff I was probably gonna talk about because we were gonna have a meeting this weekend. I was gonna talk about stuff.
Oh, shit, that's
but not stuff I want to bring up on air on the
Sure.
the internet. But it's not like it's not bad stuff. It's just like life changing things and reorienting priorities kind of thing. All right, I think we're all in.
We're playing Mario Kart though.
We're playing Mario Kart 8. We should be. For some reason, I feel like. Let me double check here because this is kind of weird looking.
I will say I packed up all my books for my move, and man, it's fucking weird looking at empty shelves.
Just have
build
nothing.
new shelves.
Okay, we are excellent. Just making sure we are.
Yeah, I saw.
live.
We got the live notification.
Okay, cool. Just because like the. Oh, okay. I was looking at a different thing on my end. We're live here. I think
Hello.
is it just us, or is there not a way we can like matchmake into folks or not?
We could set up the tournament thing, but like that always is unreliable. So I'd say like we can just do it with us, and then anyone on our friends list can join.
Cool, that works for me. Throw some bots in there too, because why not?
Yeah. And then we'll go from there.
And folks can join us if you're on any of our 3 friends lists. That's right, tilt control time.
I'm using tilt controls.
Yeah, it's been a little while since I've jumped in this, but I always think about Mario Kart 8. I'm always
same.
It's always on my mind when we talk about like playing games together, and I'm just like, yeah, this is a good ass game.
Yeah, and I was thinking about getting some warm up rounds in earlier today. Then I was like, no, I'm gonna play Dicey Dungeons instead.
Let's save it.
Sure. Yeah, I've been replaying. I just inadvertently just started replaying all the Halo games. Don't know.
Yeah, I've been watching your league on Twitter. Your saga.
Yeah, I just before the stream I beat Halo 2, so I'm like already.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's Tony.
It's Tony here.
It's Scott.
Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Sorry, it's been a while since
I wasn't looking at Discord. So. Scott. We're playing Mario Kart 8.
Finally caught you guys
on a group stream.
Right.
Yeah, we're on Twitch. We're live right now, Scott. Just so you know.
Yeah, that's how. Well, okay, no, I looked at Discord and I found out, but I went.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Heck yeah.
But no, Mike, when you get to ODST, let me know.
Okay, that's probably what I'm gonna start next because I just finished 2, and I feel like that's like in like the somewhat order. If I remember correctly, because it's been a while. Man, but yeah, I just kind of the moment of like playing Halo 2 and being like, fuck yeah, Halo 2, man.
I like Halo 2 a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Probably,
me too.
I like Halo 2 and Halo 4 a lot. Those are the ones that I like.
Yeah.
I've never played Halo 2.
That's my.
You
would say my
like
personal
it because you
favorite.
get that Keith David.
Yeah,
the Arbiter, man. He's so good.
Yeah, Keith David is the Arbiter. That remake, especially too, with like all like the remade like cutscenes and everything, is like wow,
I think they're great.
It's like really like an impressive remake of that game.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I remember when I was a kid, Halo 3 just came out, on like the 360 and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, that's me, the baby. But whatchamacallit?
Did it feel like you would be too late to the party for it at that point?
What, Halo 2?
Halo 3.
No, I just didn't play it. Those M-rated games weren't a thing me and my brother were allowed to play at the time.
Yeah, I feel that.
So it was, we went to a buddy's house and we would, whatchamacallit, play it then and just do Slayer. And then the older brother of our friend would just, do normal shit and be a troll. And we were like, this is fun. Time to stop playing this.
Yeah, that's...
Halo 2 is definitely the game that, like, my brother's friend, my oldest brother's friend, Bry, he, like, brought his original Xbox over, and then we would all play Halo on it, and I got to just hop in a couple of rounds.
Yeah,
that's like the only Halo I ever played growing up.
Yeah, that was like my Halo 2 is kind of like my first like playing a video game online against people. That was like my game. Like that was kind of the first thing to do.
I played.
It was an experience. I was a dumb teenager. I said a lot of dumb shit I shouldn't have said on the internet, but you know. That's what you do when you're
kind of everybody.
Yeah, it's what you do when you're that would have been. I would have probably been like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I was around that age, I think the game online I was playing was Ratchet and Clank Going Up Your Arsenal.
Hell yeah, you were.
Which I loved.
I didn't even know that had online.
I was definitely on mic, saying some problematic shit, most likely. I mean, just like dumb kid stuff.
Yeah, because I remember like the first online game I played was Wizard 101. If any of you know what that is.
Yeah.
No.
I've heard of it, but I've not like played it. But I remember seeing the commercials on TV all the time for it.
Yeah, that's like the game me and my brother would play after school.
Scott, what do you remember? What your first online video game was? Was it probably like RuneScape?
It wasn't RuneScape. I believe it was City of Heroes.
Ooh, City of Heroes is
I think City of Heroes was first before multiplayer Halo, because we had Halo, but we didn't have online until 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
However, we did have a computer, and we did end up picking up MMOs over the summer.
Yeah.
Nice.
I remember my brother Brady got into City of Heroes, and like he was always the one that kind of got into each MMO as it came out.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it too, but it was like super late at that point when I got into it, so like no one was really playing it anymore.
Yeah.
But I remember just like trying it out of curiosity, because I saw a lot of people online talking about it, and I was like, okay, let me see what this is.
I saw somebody say like they made a City of Heroes like private server like a week ago.
I'm sure that exists, because I know that game was pretty
I've got it.
That game was pretty popular for a while.
I don't know who I have to look up. I probably favorited that tweet of like somebody just tweeting about this exactly a week ago.
I've played on it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, like just like the WoW Classic servers before WoW Classic became a thing. Yeah, that game's defunct now, so I'm sure people were like, I want to play City of Heroes in some way, shape, or form.
I think it came out beforehand.
Yeah, probably. Because they did so many expansions to that game too. I'm sure people would want to play it.
Goddamn blue shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quinn, you were in first, right?
It was Mike.
He was. I passed.
I had to get my groove back.
I'm behind you.
He passed him, and then I got smacked by that blue shell, and I was like jumping on the flower, so I fell off the level. Unfortunate.
Gotcha.
But I took the shortcut and passed you. Alex, I'll let you know I played some of that Pokemon Snap DLC today, and it was very good.
Yeah? Okay, I gotta...
The free levels.
I'm on the Volcano level.
Excellent.
Again, like playing like a little bit every other week.
Yeah.
Just loving every second of it.
Yeah.
Like a magical trip to Wonderland.
Yeah, it definitely said like when I brought him up that like you had to like meet like a certain thing, so I'm assuming like they were just kind of like added into the game like track, like so I don't know like when they unlock.
Yeah,
in the base game, which is kind of interesting that they did that. How they did that. I didn't do. I did the 2 like actually new levels. I didn't do the one thing where you like shrink down.
Yeah, which seems wild.
Yeah, it seems wild. But I did.
What a great idea! I love it.
I just did the 2 new levels, and they were both very good. One is like straight up like nostalgia like bait, because it's like a combination of like the 2 cool levels from Pokemon, the original Pokemon Snap, that where it's like you're like going down a big jungle river, and following like Pokemon down a river, like in the one stage, but it's also like river rapids. So you're like get to parts where you're like going down waterfalls, and there's Pokemon like that you can do stuff to make come out of the waterfalls and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. And there's a Psyduck on the level that has a very good story, and it's very fun. Just seeing that Psyduck go throughout the level, is, how they do in Pokemon Snap stuff.
I love it.
I really need to play that game.
You should. It's very fun.
It's got you written all over it, man.
I know. I
Yeah.
just haven't had the time. Like all the things I've been playing is just like Slay the Spire and Dicey Dungeons because it's just fucking mindless.
Yeah, I get it.
Yep. That's how.
I'm in all kinds of a funk at the moment. So.
Speaking of which, time to open up RimWorld.
Yeah. Give me that mindless goodness. Let those numbers go up.
Okay,
I'm ready.
That or Darkest Dungeon. I'm in the middle of both.
Scott,
Yeah.
Guthier, I'm pretty sure you would like Dicey Dungeons if you haven't played it.
I think Jarrett came on the podcast and talked about that one.
That
at some
game is
point.
so fucking good.
Mm-hmm. We've heard a
So
lot
it's
of good
like-
things.
It's like
sure.
card based, but with dice instead of cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's literally a character where it's like the secret character, so it's basically you're building a deck.
Mm.
That's a good addition. I like
You
that.
literally unlock the deck building class.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'll have you know, Mike, also, after beating Death's Door and 100% it, I did go and then 100% Titan Souls.
Oh
the
yeah,
same day.
yeah. I was
I
curious.
made the
I wanted to follow up on Death's Door with you
Yeah,
at some point. But
I
yeah.
wanted to follow up with you as well because I wasn't sure where you're
I'm
at.
so-
but yeah, I
yes.
was like, I gotta know.
Well,
I gotta
honestly-
go play this game.
Honestly, one of my proudest things was my review for that game's incoming. It's the edit is it's already edited. Jared edited it and seeing Jared react to one of my things that I was talking about in there pushed him to go buy it. So I was just like,
Yeah, I
yep,
saw
okay,
that.
yes, perfect.
Should I play this game?
I think so.
I think
Death's Door.
yeah,
I haven't talked to you about it yet, Scott, but it's a cool like indie Zelda like.
yeah. I think you would like it from. I think you would like aspects of it, but I think you would also get frustrated by aspects of it as well, because like there isn't a map, and I know like I think that would annoy you, because like you can't like like they are like the environments are very Dark Souls-esque in that it's like, all right, you kind of go around here and you do a bunch of combat, but then once you make it past that, then you like pull a lever or open a door, and it's like a shortcut back to where you came from to like move around more quickly. But
a 3D Zelda or a 2D?
it's
It's
like
2.5.
yeah, it's like 3D
Yeah,
kind of top down.
2.5. I would compare it more to like A Link to the Past than like Ocarina
What-
of Time, certainly.
Mhm.
And like,
'Cause,
so
like-
essentially, like you have these checkpoints or these doorways that kind of go back to your hub world.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of like having tons and tons of doors in each area, you just kind of have one door per area, and then you like circumvent like all the way back
Cool.
to it multiple times. So you're like
Right.
opening shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, that was a close race, bud.
Yeah.
I was very
Um,
close behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like there's like an aspect of it of like you can't just like there isn't like a manual heal. There's like specific spots you have to like you basically like find seeds as you explore, then you plant
Okay.
these seeds in pots, and then that's like where you have to heal. So like they like restore themselves like if you like go, like Alex said, like if you use it and then go through the door and then come back into the world, they'll all like repopulate throughout the area you're in, but they are just like you go up to it, you heal, and then that one's gone.
Yeah, you
So
don't have an
to-
item on you.
Yeah, you
at
don't
any
have
point.
like items to heal yourself or anything like that.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
It's
This game,
cool.
it sounds very like from a design standpoint is kind of fascinating, and I like the look of it. It's just when this team is also the team that made Eldest Souls, right, or Titan Souls.
Titan
Titan
Souls.
Souls.
Yeah, I tried playing Titan Souls and bounced hard off of it.
Yeah, it's very different than Titan
Oh.
Souls. I'll say.
Okay.
Having played Death's Door and then went and immediately played Titan Souls, you can
Okay.
feel the same DNA. Like I get it.
Yeah.
I get that it was made by the same people, but they're very different. Like Death's Door is a much more forgiving
Yeah.
like actiony fun romp
Yeah.
versus like the kind of
Yeah.
tenseness.
I
Of Heaven
never.
Souls.
I would definitely say it's a challenging game, but I definitely never felt like super like frustrated. There were very few instances of me being like, all right, I'm actually getting frustrated of this predicament
Yeah.
I'm in. But most of the time, it was just like most of the time when I was losing, I was like, oh well, I'm fucking up or not using this
Yeah.
enough or was not
It's not like some bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like some bullshit.
and some of it's
So
just
it's kind of like the juxtaposition I brought up between a darkest dungeon and dicey dungeon.
Kinda.
mhm.
I was gonna bring this up to you on the next podcast, Scott. You might dig it. Scott, did you end up playing Hyper Light Drifter at any point?
Not Hyper Light Drifter, no. The last one that I ended up trying was Flower Tail.
Yeah, it's definitely a much
Blossom
more
Tail?
Blossom Tales.
There we go.
You were close. We were in the same ballpark. It's definitely a much better game, I would say, than Blossom Tales.
Yeah, because
and-
Blossom Tail's big issue is that it didn't control very well.
Yeah, and it's kind of basic. You know, it had cool puzzles at least. But yeah, like Death Store, I'd put in like the Hyper Light Drifter category of like, boy,
It's probably
these guys really like the Links to the Past, but this is like both like that and not like that in all the best ways.
they had a lot of really cool ideas within that framework. But yeah,
it
like,
kind of like
I
has
would say
Ghibli
like
movie vibes. It's great.
Yeah, I would say it's easily my favorite Zelda, like probably since Hyper Light Drifter. If not, I might even like it kind of more than Hyper Light Drifter in some ways.
Yeah,
As much
I'm kind of right there with
as much
you.
as I liked Hyper Light Drifter a lot when it came out, but like this is like it just has a lot more going on and like just like I like the kind of the world a lot more. I think it's way more interesting and I think
Really unique.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
unique. I really like a lot of the characters are very fun. And the
Yeah,
music.
shout out
I
to
love the
Pothead.
music. The music's so good.
Oh, music is phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll add Hyper Light Drifter to that list of shit I need to play.
Yeah, Hyper Light Drifter
Yeah.
is like a absolute classic for me.
For sure.
You
I really
see,
love it.
There was something else about to scratch off my list when I opened up the Switch, I think, 2 days ago, but then I just opened back up Baba's You.
Hell yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's like the beauty of like a puzzle game like that. Though is just like, hey, let's just
Yeah, you can just
hop into this.
jump in and try and figure out more puzzles. They get
Oh,
ridiculous.
you kidding me? No. No,
Oh, you got lightning?
No, no.
Finally, mentioned.
Right when I pass you, I get like fucking.
Yeah,
hands off.
Quinn
Oh.
passed me right at the end, and then I passed him right at the end because he got hit by the blue shell.
Oh,
Because he became the person in first place.
right. Yeah, because I finished.
Like I saw it coming. I was like, oh, I can get Alex. Then do that. Nah. Then it's like, I was like, nah, bitch.
Yeah, your plan fell apart, didn't it?
Mhm.
Yep, ruined.
Yeah, no, I wanna play Hyper Light Drifter.
I love that game. I've been
Yeah.
thinking about it a lot. I've played it multiple times.
Because that's just like a Zelda game, right?
Yeah,
Very much so.
yeah.
It's a little bit
Zelda-esque.
more.
I would say I would
you
say
know.
like it's definitely more challenging than a Zelda game, because like
Yeah.
a lot of it is like the same thing with like how Death's Door works, where like you have kind of like your melee attacks, but also you have like kind of ranged spells, and those are like on like a magic. You have like a magic meter. And when you don't, the only way you can recharge that meter is by attacking like with your other ability. So like basically it's like a back and forth of like, all right, I gotta like rush in and hit a guy with my melee a couple times to get my magic meter, and then I can then like bounce off and move away from him to like shoot my arrows or
Okay.
shoot like a
Yeah.
fire spell or whatever, like the different abilities you get in that. And like I think Hyper Light Drifter works the exact same way, right? Where it's like you have like your gun and you have to like use your like
You have to get melee hits to recharge your gun.
recharge
yeah.
the gun, right? That's right.
Yeah, see, I like mechanics like those actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Death's
'Cause it-
Door
'cause it
probably
keeps you
balances
in-
it a little bit better, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
hmm
but yeah, it's really cool. And what I like about a Hyper Light Drifter is like there's multiple different kinds of guns, and
Right.
like they function differently. In the Switch version, they added a boomerang, which
neat.
functions very differently than the other weapons.
Nice.
Ouch.
And I like it a lot.
Is the
Yeah, 'cause-
is the Switch version that this is going to be? This is some elite my gamer elitism coming in. But is the Switch version 60 frames?
60 frames per second.
Okay, great. Because I might I'm pretty sure I bought it on Switch, but never like replayed it there. And I remember
Yeah,
like
I was
since
worried about that, but it runs great.
Cool. So, because since I have played it, because I played it like right when it came out, and it was not 60 FPS even yet because I know that was like a update afterwards. So yeah, I want to check that out.
Yeah, it has the 60
replay it
FPS
one day.
update, and it has like that like a new area. It's like a tower of challenges that you get to boomerang.
Cool.
At the end
Okay.
of.
While we're speaking about Zelda games, does Nintendo put Minish Cap on the fucking Switch, you cowards?
I mean, honestly, so I've been playing a lot of Zelda games because I finished Skyward Sword HD.
Nice.
I gotta play that game too.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know. I think that game controls way better than it used to.
That's not surprising.
I know a lot of people have been
Have
saying
you tried it? Have you tried any of the motion controls?
on the Switch version. No, I have. I should just because I am curious about like how I've heard people talk about them and like the kind of differences between the original Wii U Motion Plus and the Switch stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like a little frustrating just because you can't like reset as easily, where you have to do it a little bit more often.
Gotcha.
But I'm glad that both exist. I just think the button controls are so precise. Like it was so odd going to like the most difficult parts of that game and kind of like just breezing through them.
Right.
Just because like the only challenge before was the fact that I wasn't sure what fucking sword hit I was about to pull off.
Right. Yeah, you kind of were left to the motions to. Right now,
and
it's
one of
like
those
you have like the all right, I can do this, and it will do this.
Yeah, that precision.
I think that's a big disconnect between my experience and a lot of other people's experience. Because for me, like Skyward Sword was one of the easiest Zelda games I've ever played.
It's definitely easy, like, and
it was one of those things where it's like how I would treat the Skyward Sword fights how I would treat a lot of the Majora's Mask fights, because in the original game a lot of them didn't have much of a cadence to it. You just went at it.
Yeah, it wasn't like
especially that first fight. There was a kind of a way that you were supposed to do it, but you just didn't have to, and it was way harder if you didn't have to, but it was possible. So I just chose not to because I thought it was more fun that way. And it's the same. That's the same way that I approached all of the Skyward Sword fights.
Yeah, and like to be fair, those like sword fights are some of the coolest and most fun stuff in it, and it gives you that kind of flexibility. It's just like even easier when I know like I don't have to worry about kind of like a reliability factor.
Yeah.
Because like the last fight especially, there's a whole lot of having to do things really quickly in a really specific way. And then it's just so much easier when you always do it right.
Yeah, that's good to hear, because that's still like the only 3D Zelda I haven't played yet. I haven't picked it up on Switch yet, but I will probably play it before at some point. I'll figure out a time.
It definitely feels like the best version of that game a lot, just because of the quality of life stuff. Just the text boxes not popping up every single fucking time you pick up an item is like revolutionary to me playing that game. It makes it feel a little bit more like Skyward Sword or like Breath of the Wild and how you're picking up stuff all the time in that game. But also just like with half the tutorials kind of gutted from that game and it going by a little quicker, it just feels like a really weird, slow JRPG, which is
interesting.
Like that's an enjoyable game. I've played many of them and like them. It's just like not the most interesting Zelda game in my opinion.
Right.
Because Minish Cap is definitely the best, right?
Minish Cap's up there.
I love it. That's the first Zelda game I've ever played.
The gorgeous game. Absolutely beautiful pixel art in that game.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it. I played it on the Wii U.
Hell yeah.
That's when I finally ended up playing it.
Veer more toward Oracle of Ages. I have a soft spot for that game.
That's fair.
But of the Capcom Zelda games, Minish Cap's great.
Yeah. And it's so different too.
Yeah.
Oh,
it takes like the kind of two worlds idea
Fuck
and
me
and does
raw.
something cool with it.
Yeah, it's like I think I remember I was playing it in a math class in high school, and it was like, oh, that was the free ROM. Like everyone was like, oh yeah, play ROMs online, and that's when I first played it. And I was like, oh, this is rad. That's what these other games are, huh?
Man, your math class was very different than my math class.
yeah.
Um,
Shout out to
And-
shout out to TI-85. That's where I played my video games when I was in
Yeah, that's
math
Scott.
class in high
Scott was in
school.
my class, my math class.
Mhm.
We talked about Super Smash Bros. Brawl updates.
Hell yeah. Japan time, baby.
Yeah, it
I
was
know
good.
the vibes.
Yeah, I would stay up till 2 a.m. just to find out what it would be.
Yeah, and you'd either get a taunt or something, some dumb bullshit.
Yeah,
Here's
or a
stickers.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
That Sonic update was hype though.
it was.
Scott, do you remember me like trying to explain to you how fucking ridiculous it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I had to check it out for myself.
Yeah, that was like the first, like, oh my god, I have to see this.
Mm,
Oh, it's springtime in Animal Crossing Land.
yeah, look at it. Bright
feel
and
like I've-
colorful.
Still never
it's
seen all the versions of the
springtime
stage.
in Germany.
I think I have, but that's also because I played like a shit ton of this game on Wii U.
Yeah. I've
I-
honestly played a ton of this game on Switch, like way more on Switch than Wii U.
Yeah, I played a decent amount on Switch too. But I think when I was playing on Wii U, it was just I was more into like just one. It's like I didn't have other video game consoles at the time. I had a Wii U and
Yeah.
I had a Wii U and a 3DS.
A Wii U and a dream.
Yeah. So that was just I ended up just playing this a lot online. And that's when I grew to appreciate the Wii U the tablet from the Wii U, because I would just have like a Netflix or like some podcast or TV show on my PC or on my laptop, and then just sit there with my Wii U gamepad playing Mario Kart 8 online or Splatoon.
Hey man,
yeah.
I played Wind Waker exclusively on that fucking tablet,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
and it was pretty fun actually.
Yeah, Wind Waker's
Oh, yeah.
great.
I been playing a little Wind Waker myself recently. I'll tell you what,
Nice.
in a lot of ways, Skyward Sword and Wind Waker have complete opposite controls, and it's real
Interesting.
difficult to go back between the two.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I need to finish Skyward Sword right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wish
I'm not
the
like
game was better.
Yeah, I'm not like super gung ho into jumping into something like brand new just because I know like there's like a couple things coming up later, like not like in like a few weeks that are like I know
Yeah.
are just gonna take my time.
I'm thinking it might be could be Psychonauts replay time.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's probably on
Maybe
Game
time to
Pass.
get ready.
It's probably on Game Pass by now.
It is. Yeah.
on Game Pass, yeah.
But I also
'cause I know-
I also have the best game to play, Marvel's Avengers.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
Expansion's out in like 2 weeks, and there's actually
Well,
it feels weird because like there are actually like people like DMing me to play the game right now, which is
it's
weird.
gratifying.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like people being like, oh yeah, they had this like free to play weekend, and like they had like this big XP boost, and I started playing again, and it's really good. Let's play. And I was like, okay, sure.
You know Greg Miller's out there somewhere. He's
Yeah.
always grinding.
Yeah, so like I want to try out that expansion, and then literally the week after that is the new Destiny season. So it's just like, well,
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
much
Me.
excited for the new Destiny season.
me too.
Yeah, I know. I just this may sound weird, but the next big thing I'm stoked to play is Hades on the Xbox, because I can actually play that on a fucking TV,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
and so I can actually maybe beat that final boss because I can actually see
What's
the white
going-
lines.
Like, yeah, like what's going on.
Yeah.
Because man, playing that on Switch Lite is not great.
I am probably gonna play a little bit of that myself. I don't know
Excellent.
how much I'll play, but just because I did pretty much everything already in that game. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like you're so disconnected from what the game is like when you start. By the time you're 100 hours in, like I don't even remember what the characters' relationships were like back then.
Right.
That's how gradually they
Yeah.
develop. But I'd say so. I'm kind of
Yeah.
curious.
how different it feels. Yeah.
Plus, it's optimized for Series X, so I wonder if there's like a 120 FPS mode, and I just kind of want to see that.
Yeah. I figured
Yeah.
it would just be at least like 4K, which is like would be
Yeah, which
really
I
good
also want to
looking.
see.
Yeah, I've just been on a roguelike kick because it's easier to pick up, do a run or two, and then just
Yep,
stop
and
playing
then just
something.
drop it. Yep, for sure.
Because it's very non-committal. That's why like Dicey Dungeons or Slay the Spire works so well for me.
Yeah, I've been like trying to get into stuff. Like I'm in the mood where I want to settle into things, but it's just so hard to pick what I want to settle into.
Yeah.
I got through the Cold Steel games, the first two though.
Yeah.
Because you're like JRPGs.
I do like them. Those games have some problems, but they were still enjoyable to get through.
Sure.
Like Cold Steel 2 is like the fucking Return of the King of video game endings though. Holy shit. It has a chapter act structure, a finale, and like an intermission episode after the finale, and then an epilogue that is longer than most of the chapter.
Jesus.
So that sounds like a JRPG.
It honestly, no. Most JRPGs are like, it's over now. It's gonna be ridiculous,
Yeah.
but it's over now.
Yeah, you have a long wait,
Uh,
but now you're just gonna fight fucking God, and then you beat God, and then it's over, and you're just like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's not like that. It's you don't fight God, and it goes some other very different weird places, but it's very enjoyable. It's just like, I wish somebody had like let me know, like, hey, just know you're gonna have to. When it says finale, you have 18 hours left in this game.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
It's a trip, man. It's a fun trip, at least. But the first two are kind of like part 1, part 2. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I can take a break now.
Right.
Yeah, because
And,
I want to.
Bunch of Zelda games as well.
Yeah, I wish I had the ability to play more Zelda games legally.
Yeah, there are a lot on Wii U. I've been, as it turns out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold my Wii U for my Switch, so
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
No one would blame you for that.
he was like, I have no money.
Oh, don't do
Oh.
this. Don't,
Wait, you know,
Get
do
it,
this-
get him,
don't do
boy.
this- don't do
Get
this
him,
to
Alex,
me.
get him. Pass him, pass him.
do this to me. No, of course you had a red shell.
Finally, first
Oh,
place.
dang it.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I had that in 5th place, and I was like, okay, I can use it now.
I
Wow,
was
coordinated.
lucky that I
Rude.
was close.
Do you have a list of games you're missing?
On what's missing?
Wait, it's Zelda games. Haven't played yet.
Oh yeah, Quinn. How many Zelda games have you not played? Most of them, right? You've only played a handful.
Yeah, most of them. I've only played Minish Cap, Wind Waker, Breath of the Wild, Link to the
You should check
Past.
out- Oh, you played Link's Past.
You could skip 1 and 2, honestly.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I tried playing 1. I was like, wow, this does not hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an old game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not playing 2 because.
2 is also an old game.
Yep.
Oh, I
Although-
did play the Link's Awakening on the Switch. I didn't beat
Yeah,
it, but I
right.
really like that game.
Remake's fun.
Yeah.
Where it is. Besides, like
That was good.
some latency issues with the frame rate.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't played Ocarina of Time. Oh, I dabbled with Majora's Mask, and I was like, no.
Yeah, that game's pretty brutal.
Boo.
Although it's a great game.
Brutal.
I like Majora's Mask.
I mean, compared to other Zelda games, most Zelda games are very easy. Majora's Mask doesn't handhold that much.
Yeah.
I tried playing it
you
at
have
10
to-
years
yeah.
old, and I was like, this makes no
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
Oh well, yeah.
Well,
I mean, you
10
should
years
check
old,
it out
that's fair.
again.
You
Yeah.
should.
It's got cool themes and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
know
got-
it does. It's just the whole.
It's got cool.
But
Best
like,
side
the-
quests in any Zelda game for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of weird because the game doesn't explicitly hold your hand, but it gives you the guide without it prodding you. It's effectively the Notebook, and it pretty much tells you what to do at every stage of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get like a little
Mhm.
side quest journal that
Mhm.
kind of guides
Like,
you through it.
The
It's cool.
the one of the fairy when you hold up on the C stick basically tells you where you left off, and that's part of the main quest. And then your journal takes you the rest of the way.
Do you have a 3DS, Quinn?
I do not.
Yeah. It'd be weird to tell someone to buy a 3DS in 2021, but
Yeah.
maybe someday
Yeah.
they'll put those 3DS ports on.
Yeah, I
Switch.
didn't play Ocarina of Time. I tried playing it as a
I'm
kid and I was
saying
like,
that-
this makes no sense. But then again, I didn't know what Zelda was. As
Sure.
a 10-year-old playing it on the
That's
GameCube.
like it. That's an easy game to jump into now. I feel like that game holds up pretty
Yeah.
well. You know,
Yeah,
just jump
I think,
in.
I think they
play
both.
through,
I,
you'll have a
I
good
think they
time.
both do. Yeah, generally, like, I enjoy both, but I also have the nostalgia as well.
It's
for 'em.
hard.
Mhm.
It's hard. It's very hard playing Majora's Mask without playing Ocarina of Time. That much I can tell you.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
fair.
pretty much.
Because it's as much as from the outside looking in, it doesn't seem like a direct sequel,
But it is.
It is, and it shows ever so much when you actually play them both.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool to have them connected.
Yeah,
In a similar way to like Spirit Tracks from Wind Waker, you know.
yeah. I didn't play Spirit Tracks. I didn't play most of the Game Boy ones because I didn't play any of the DS ones.
The Game Boy ones, I'm going to say, are pretty much untouchable.
So good.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the Game Boy
they're
ones are
not
good.
like
Yeah,
that,
minus
not like
Minish
that.
Cap, yeah.
It's so hard to get them working right, even if you know.
Yeah, those games should be remade. If they did a Link's Awakening, they should do the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oracle
think
Pages.
Minish Cap should be remade as well as like Oracle Seasons.
Yeah, all the Capcom games, all three of them should
Um,
get that treatment.
But whatchamacallit? No, I want to play Twilight Princess, but my games, I don't have anything to play it on.
Yeah,
So
Mm-hmm. That one's
Go buy a
that
Wii
one's
for
that one's
cheap.
long too. That one's long, but it's
Yeah.
it's decent.
Twilight Princess is the most like Lord of the Rings,
oh
like
Yeah.
epic fantasy
Zelda for sure.
Zelda. You know, like it's
Yeah.
sweeping. It's got great music. You go to all these different places. If like honestly, skip Ocarina of Time and just play Twilight Princess because they're basically the same game, and it's like the modern version of that in a lot of ways. Like that's how I think of it.
yeah, it's I don't know. I'm also don't
Just
have
wolf stuff.
I don't have the nostalgia lenses for a lot of marquee games.
Sure.
So
Take that youth and carry it to the indie future.
hey man,
We'll all die here on Nintendo platforms, but you can live on.
yeah. Even though I don't have a PC where most indie shit is, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I feel you, man.
why
Someday
I
I'm gonna
like-
get Scott's old PC.
PC
As soon as
baby.
graphic cards are real.
A
again.
reasonable price, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like because the hardest part about it is graphics cards aren't a reasonable price, but I build a modern system to run it. Fantastic, cool. I pick up a new card when it comes out, or 6 months after or whatever.
Yeah.
And what do you know? The PCIe lanes are upgraded, and I can't actually use the U cards. So why did I pay money for?
Why did you pay money in the first
Yeah.
place?
That's the one thing I like about the Xbox current infrastructure is that it's easier to develop from what I understand, and it's easier to get codes through because Sony is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, getting to the Sony PR stuff is very difficult.
Yes.
Trust me, man. I was there once. Never forget that physical copy of Little Big Planet 2 they sent me. And all those MLB games that I got, Quinn, all before
Hell
your
yeah.
Hell
time.
yeah, baby.
If only
Hell
you
yeah,
had
dude.
been there. You could, it could have been different. Maybe Sony would still talk to us.
That's true.
Hey man.
Did they unsolicitedly send those to you?
The MLB games, yes. But like those were the only they were like I was getting everything from them. It was like but it was only for the window where they were putting out MLB games and Little Big Planet 2. I think I might have gotten like a digital code for Starhawk as well.
Hell
You guys
yeah,
remember
baby.
Starhawk?
Shout out.
There it is.
Not
Hot
Warhawk.
Hot PS3
Starhawk.
joint.
But yeah, that was it. That's all Sony ever got to me.
What a good stage. What a good track.
Warhawk was a mess, but it was a fun mess.
It's a great mess. I feel like I was way more behind than it felt, than I actually was.
Yeah,
I
that was a
gonna
close
say,
one. Man,
Yeah.
I just want to say Mario Kart's so fucking good, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good vibes. These are just
Jolly
like
as heck.
good tracks too. Like
Mhm.
Yeah, these are just some of the best, Mario Kart tracks out there, I think.
absolutely.
Yeah. I would
And the music
honestly,
is also good.
Mm-hmm.
I would kill for a new Mario Kart. I think.
Hey man, Mike's been preaching
Yeah,
it.
it's been a while. It's past due in my opinion, but I understand why.
Yeah.
'Cause this game just keeps selling. Insane numbers.
Yep.
Millions of copies every month
Yeah.
somehow. Like I
Yeah.
don't even know. I don't know
Still-
anyone who hasn't played Mario
Still
Kart.
tops
yet
the
at this
chart.
point.
Yeah, still tops the charts.
I will say I can't wait for that Mario Party game that comes in like October.
Superstars,
yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that too. Mario Party Superstars, I think it's called.
Because
Yeah.
guess what? That's going to be better than doing Parsec. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
being in the same room legally with everyone.
Yeah, so
Yeah, legally
But
downloading the
getting-
same room.
getting together with our N64s.
Yep.
Totally.
I fly all the way to Maryland,
Yeah,
and we
Yeah.
do it in Alex's house probably.
For 50 turns,
50 turns.
And we all sit there on the same couch.
and we're miserable the
Yep.
whole time.
Yeah, been having a great time.
That's honestly something I would love to do. Is just be in a room with people and just do a 50 turn.
I couldn't do. I mean, like physically, with my health, I couldn't do it right now. But but also, I don't know if I could do that ever again. It's been beaten out of me.
Yeah, I mentioned it to Mike. Like we should do this again sometime.
At some point, I mean, like we'll all see each other again someday when the
Yeah.
world isn't ending.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we could, especially like the nice thing about the Switch is we could, a game on that we could just take with us somewhere and
Yeah.
Yeah.
go hang out and play Mario Party. So
Exactly. Yeah, it'll happen
if
one
we're
day.
at an event again, we can do
It
that
will.
and have a fun hotel room Mario Party.
Oh, you fucking bitch, Mike.
I'm
That was
I'm
that
nowhere
was-
near you
that
guys.
was a very well placed one too. I hit him.
It
he
was.
I hit him with a red shell like right as he was going off one of those like ramp trucks. So he just
And then he went up it and then knocked me off of it.
yeah. He just fell in front of a truck and got ran over by the truck.
the cruelty.
Yeah.
I love it. Mike, what if the next Mario Kart they make is an HD port of Double Dash?
I mean, I would take
I'd
it
lose
just
my
because I
fucking
would take
mind.
it just because it's a new game with like more tracks. I mean, like there's
Yes,
like, there's like,
they would do something to it.
there's
too,
there's a few tracks that are I think in this one that are in this. I would take it back because it has that. I'd also be stoked because it has that cool dinosaur track.
yeah.
So that's a good.
DK
That's a good,
Mountain,
that's a
too.
good track. And DK
Super
Mountain.
cool.
DK Mountain's a really good track.
Yeah,
There's
DK
Peach
Mountain's
Cruiser on there. There's the
yeah,
beach
Peach
one.
Waluigi. There's a Waluigi Stadium, which is also a good
Yeah,
track.
it's like which is the most bonkers fucking stage in
Yeah.
Mario ever. That's
Yeah.
like all
Yeah,
like
Double Dash-
super sharp turns. Oh my god, I love that
I
stage.
I don't have like outright hate for Double Dash.
I know.
I just think it's not the best one.
yeah.
But
been
it has
dethroned.
it has a lot of very good tracks.
Hey Mike, that was my first Mario Kart, so like I'm personally.
That's what they say.
but
Everyone
I
says
don't-
your first Mario Kart's gonna be your favorite.
I'll tell you, Mario Kart 64 was mine, and now I like this one more. So it's
Yeah.
you're
That's fair.
wrong.
Although Nabushin is one of those guys, he's like, man, that Super Nintendo Mario Kart just gets me.
It's good. I
Sure.
mean, like, it's a good. I played the
I
ROM
don't
of that
think
when
I don't
was in
think
that
it's
math
good.
class.
I think it's bad.
Yeah, I don't think it holds up as well. But I also played. I didn't play it on like an original NES until. I think I've only played like the ports of it, and like there's like the Game Boy. There's like the Game Boy Mario Kart
Mhm.
Super Circuit, which was like it had like new tracks and all the original NES tracks.
Yeah,
Elfin
Because-
Shoals,
great track.
the best track,
Good track.
specifically the music track.
Mm,
Not the best race course,
No,
but
I think the Mario Kart music is maybe the best in Mario.
I don't vividly remember other Mario Kart soundtracks before this one. This one just has such a distinct flavor to me.
I
Yeah.
remember a lot of the Double Dash ones. But then again, I put like 1,000 hours into that game as a child.
Yeah, I mean they've done a lot of redone versions of those songs in this because of the GameCube songs in this because there are like I remember some of them too, but like that's because like a lot of the tracks in Double Dash use the same music.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember too much outside of this one either. Like thinking back on it, like there's like a couple ones that stand out. Like
the tracks in this that are from other Mario Karts kind of stand out a little bit.
Yeah, like I can
this version.
I can remember like again, it's like remembering like playing 64 as like a young kid, so I can remember ones from that, like the train track and the ding 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 ding. It's like it's that very low, weird chill song as you're getting run over by a train.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like for me it's Sherbert Land.
Yeah,
That's the one I remember the most. It's that because I remember playing that as a kid. That level was hard as shit. Playing on 150 cc's. So it was always like you have that one stuck in your head because whatchamacallit, it's a hard stage. And you always get stuck on it.
I left my door cracked apparently, and my cat's like, "All right, I'm coming in."
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, yeah.
Hi, Apollo.
What the fuck you doing in here?
Can't wait to not have any doors when I move to my place with my cat.
Hell yeah. Cat's gonna rule the roost, man. No, get off of there.
He just wants to sit in my bed, so he'll be fine.
He's well behaved at least now. Mostly. The thing about Apollo, fun of Apollo cat fact, can't leave the bathroom doors open in the house anymore because he'll rip up the toilet paper.
Nice.
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah, he's one of those. And I was like, I've never had one of these before, and this is terrible.
Yeah, I've one of my cats did that.
Get him you have like a scratcher, like a cat scratchy thing.
He's got like 3 of them spaced throughout the house. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he's just like this is better.
Yeah, let me rip up this nice soft toilet paper.
Yeah, well, it's like I'm buying a cat tree for my cat. I think it comes tomorrow. I'm like, you know what? This motherfucker's about to be spoiled as shit.
Or he'll never use it. That's like the most insulting thing. Like we have a cat scratcher by our front door. He's used it twice, and he only did it to spite me because he thought he was like fucking with something he wasn't supposed to. And I'm like, how are you this toxic? Me and Damien keep calling him toxic. He's our toxic boyfriend cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he this sounds like he's a smart cat and he just wants to fucking piss you off.
Oh yeah, he does stuff to like get our attention and piss us off all the time.
Yeah.
It's very funny, but it's like, what an asshole.
Yeah. My cat doesn't do that, thank God. But I know of those ones.
But then he vacillates between that and cuddle time, where he wants to come and be all snuggly, and of course he just breaks down my guard.
Hey man, my cat will wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning just by meowing.
Oh,
it's like
Apollo does that to Damien too, yeah.
It's like, oh, it's wake up time. I'm like, dude, can you not? It's 5 o'clock.
You'd have to fire a gun next to my head to wake me up while I'm sleeping now. Straight up. Well, I mean, like when I'm in my like a little wind tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see. There's like a little shortcut island over there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but the little you like. I think you need a mushroom to take it.
Yeah, looks like it. I'd never noticed that before.
Did you notice that when you're on the island here, or when you fly across, if you look to the right, the islands on the right side of where you're flying is another track from Mario Kart 64.
Oh.
So like if you look,
you just straight up did you know gaming to be right there, Mike.
That's just fucked up in the brain. Yes, it tells you from my knowledge of like playing this game from way too long and watching videos of it as I was playing it a lot. But yeah, if you like when you come towards like the end and you're like flying down back into like the ship or not the ship, the airport, if you look to the right, there's like a set of islands. You can see like the big Koopa rock that was like on the island from the other one.
Oh yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Or
yeah.
it's like a bunch of Koopa rocks actually. So
Yeah, there's
but it's
two
more
back to back.
yeah, but it's more or less.
That's awesome.
Mm,
I thought you were gonna tell me like I could see Delfino Island or something. I was just about to explode.
yeah.
Hey, Mike,
I don't
you
think
got
it's
a
any-
you
I
got a
don't think
butter
it's
coming
any-
in.
Yeah, I see it.
He's got a hefty lead. I think he'll be all right.
Mhm. Yeah,
Look at that mini map, and he'll be fine.
it hit me like right before I was at a ramp, so
So get fucked.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
This is what you get for using motorcycles.
Mm,
Hell yeah, man!
I'm
They're the most fun to ride.
I'm just using like the normal like dirt bikey one, not like the what
I'm
what are
using
they?
the normal dirt bikey one too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using the Splatoon car. Hey, Mike, you got another pal coming in.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that was not from us. Although it would hurt somebody right in front of me.
Oh, Mike, you got me right at the end. Damn, nice.
Threw it back. See how it just whiffed it and see how it went, or winged it rather.
True. Themed appropriately to airport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's totally what I was going for. Not.
I wasn't there. I
what
didn't
else?
see it. I assume it was fine.
Yeah,
Somebody got winged. Let's see.
That's what stage?
So
You
many
haven't-
good stages.
Yeah, no, I haven't been playing that many games besides Slay the Spire and that's Dicey Dungeon, so I can't really talk about anything I've been playing.
I'm sorry it's picked mine 3 times in a row.
I've wanted to
I'm
play
fine.
this stage for a moment, so I'm happy we got
Yeah,
it.
it's-
Toad
I-
Server's a good stage, so I'm good.
It's all my favorite ones. The airport, Dolphin Shoals, and like this one are 3 of my favorite of the new tracks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the airport level is so good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I love how this is just San Francisco.
Basically,
Mhm, yeah, it's just
ruled by
appeared,
toads, which is great.
so immediately a
It's
better.
probably
San
less
Francisco.
expensive.
Yeah,
People can actually, live there.
a lot more hardworking folks in there. You know,
Yeah.
the economy is a
Yeah,
little bit more evenly distributed.
Yeah, big tech has not moved into Toad Harbor yet, so you know.
Just wait though. Toad Harbor gets gentrified.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't wait.
I do love all the posters and advertisements.
Yeah, they are pretty good. Seeing burning DK signs.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Very good.
and like the Wario sail on the boat up
Mhm.
front. I hope that's Wario's boat.
Probably. Is it a yacht?
No, it's a sailboat.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
no.
Wario would have a yacht
Yeah, it probably does.
with all that money he's making from his microgames.
hmm
Oh yeah, we got one of those coming out this year too, huh?
Hell yeah!
It's next. That's,
Another October game, right?
Yeah. No, I think it's September.
Oh god,
I think it is at least.
that's so close.
Yeah, it's like a month away, basically.
It's August now.
I know. Yep.
Yeah, it is, bud.
I know.
It is indeed.
I'm like-
August.
Just anxiously awaiting video games at this point. So like,
Yep.
I'm
That's pretty much
so
where I'm
stoked
at.
for
Pretty much where I'm at,
Psychonauts
too.
and Tales of Arise.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in August.
Deathloop is what, September?
September, yeah.
Oh, is that
It's another
September
one.
too? I didn't.
Same
know
day as
that.
Tales of Arise.
Yeesh.
Clear my calendar, please.
Yeah, that's the big one.
My big ones were like later this month in October. Like there's a lot of games I want to play this month. And a lot of
I
stuff.
can't
In,
wait
a
for
lot of
peop-
stuff in October.
Yeah,
I can't wait for people to actually play an arcane game.
I know. I'm so excited for it.
I mean, well, hopefully
People-
a bunch of people will, because it's a PS5 exclusive still, right?
Yeah. It's a timed exclusive, yeah.
I think
I'm sure.
it'll definitely like
Yeah,
if
it
people
will
play
do.
Returnal, you know, it'll people play Deathloop
Yeah,
for sure.
People have a decent amount of people have still bought that console and like want games to play on it. So,
And
sure.
I think people will dig it. Like, I'm hoping this will be like the most widely appealing, like arcane style game. I'm just stoked for people to experience their level design.
Yeah, man, and just their design in general.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I mean, like the conceit and design and concept of Deathloop as is so like unique and interesting and cool.
Yeah,
Like that mixed with what I know is to be like intricate, well-crafted levels and ways to like non-lethally and lethally approach things. Like, I'm stoked.
Yeah, because I'm me, I have often like dreamt, or I'll just like daydream multiple ways around like the maps in Dishonored and in Prey.
Yeah.
Because I've just like that shit's just implanted in my brain.
Yeah, doing the Dishonored 2 again was so much fun. Just re-seeing all those maps with like a little bit know-how, a little bit more know-how.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because like everyone's like the Clockwork Mansion's great. I think that's maybe one of the worst levels in that game.
I definitely don't think it's one of the worst levels in that game.
It's
a great level.
It is. I mean, all the levels in that game are good, but it's maybe one of my least favorite.
I mean, like the first level, like when you're just out and about in the streets, is definitely a worse level than that, right? But
out of just what, Karnaka?
Yeah, but like, you know, certainly that the mansion level later on is the best level for sure. It's so weird because like I had forgot that you can't use your powers in that whole level, and it also makes it like a whole another layer of interest in it. I think.
Yeah, I would argue that the Dusk District is maybe the best.
I think Dusk District's okay. I like the more enclosed areas than like the outdoor areas though.
Okay, yeah, I'm more big on the open areas.
It's more my side. It's easier to make a mental checklist.
That's fair.
Plus, I love anything where like it's like a maid's quarters, or you have to go look for like a password to a thing, or you have to figure out someone who would know a thing, like all that kind of stuff. I love it.
Well, and to that point, I think the Luca Bell's mansion.
Oh yeah, that mansion is also extremely good.
Because I remember the first time I did that level, I was like, "Holy shit, this is incredible!"
And also like the figuring out which is the real target, and yeah, another cool like spy thriller movie idea that is just so well executed through great level design.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like something like that's probably gonna pop up in Deathloop, and I'm so excited to see how.
Oh god, I can't wait for that game. Knowing how good Ratchet and Clank was this year, I'm just like even more stoked on that game.
Yeah. Hopefully you got the same kind of freedom to polish.
Yeah.
Although it seems like it, since they pushed that a few times.
Yeah. And it's gonna be even cooler because Evan Narciss is working on that vampire game with them too.
Yeah.
Did you see he also wrote the expansion for Avengers.
Yep.
Get my Avengers.
I do know about that. Yeah.
Get my Avengers in American.
I love it, dude. I'm gonna check out this Wakanda expansion.
Hell
I'm gonna try it.
Are you guys interested in a little RimWorld update?
Sure. What's
hear
going
about
on?
Scott, what the
RimWorld?
fuck is RimWorld, bro?
Well, I'll just give you a little snippet. So, I made a mistake, right? So in the colony I was playing, this happened a little yesterday. I went ahead and I sent one of my 3 people out on a stealth mission to capture a prisoner of whom I have no idea what they were prisoners for, or whatever. Random mission. They ate some berries along the way there. I don't know why. I mean, they were allowed to eat berries, so they ate berries. So they got major food poisoning.
Them not to eat berries?
I guess I have to tell them. I have to figure out how to tell them to not eat berries.
Okay.
But anyway, they did that. They got food poisoning, so they couldn't really do anything. They just crawled to a slow. You can kind of control these characters, but for the most part, you tell them what they are and they aren't allowed to do, and the AI takes care of the rest.
Okay.
It's one of those games, like oxygen not included. So this happens. They're super sick when they go over there, so they can't aim their gun. And so, a long story short, after just a little while, they hard lose. So my colony is left with 2 people. Is this the end of the world? No.
It sounds like it.
It's really not.
Adam
Like,
and Eve, they're all that's left.
Yeah, have to restart everything.
Society must be
well,
giving
you
in.
see, you think it's Adam and Eve, but one of the characters is a man hater, and the other one,
Is a
I
robot.
just-
he
I just came back from letting my cat in, and one of the first things I hear is one of the characters is a man eater, and I'm like, all right, bro.
hater,
Man
man
hater.
hater.
Oh, okay.
A much more relatable concept.
Yeah.
So that, and then the other one, I mean, he's really good for a lot of things, but he has this
I suppose.
bad habit where there's these things called mental
He
breaks because you know
buries
this game is
dies?
very that's Burke. It's completely different. Completely,
It's
Burke,
Alex.
that person's gone now forever.
I know. I'm sorry. I forgot that person died
This-
horribly on their mission.
This second person, it's just what they end up doing, and this can happen back to back if you get unlucky enough. And I did get that unlucky. Is they just sit around all day and eat all your food because they
Fly
get
waster.
So it's the Social Distortion song, "Mommy's Little Monster," and not the Hall & Oates song.
No. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know either of those. So both
Scott, you wait. What?
I don't know those songs by name.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Hey, Mike, you got something in common, bud.
I always do.
RimWorld is like perfectly the Scott Tony experience kind of game that I expect.
Hmm.
So
Just like some management
so yeah,
bullshit.
Yeah.
this is a again recoverable, but at this point it's just not worth the time.
A grim fate has
Mhm.
fallen on these last 2 men, Scott.
Yeah.
Yep. So I started a new one, and so far, I don't know quite what's going on yet. But just looking at the map, I have some glow shrooms over here. I don't know what those do, at all.
Hey, bud, you should have one of your people eat it.
You should have one of your people eat it, clearly. Set the rules.
There's some guinea pigs swimming in a chem fuel pond. I
sure
hope that doesn't do anything.
They'll become radioactive guinea pigs soon.
And there's a bunch of mega spiders.
It's time to restart, Scott.
Hey, hey, bud, that doesn't sound
No,
good.
no, we're gonna see how this goes.
I appreciate your love for the chaos. I can respect that at least.
Well, the game itself says that it's not supposed to be a test of skill. It's supposed to be a story. I guess they all end badly though.
Yeah, I certainly.
Hey, Scott, have you played Wildermyth yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, you should look at that game.
Honestly, I was a little bullied into playing this game.
Well, that's what.
That sounds like Tony.
Yep. That's what to say, man.
I don't know if it was him that bullied you, but it sounds like him.
Nah. I've even tried the game before.
I think you guys
Basically-
have talked about RimWorld
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, I've tried it before. I enjoyed my time with it too.
Like Dwarf Fortress, like that kind of like you just gotta be in the mood for it. I feel.
Pretty much. And given the time, it was high time that I give it a shot. You know what? It's a decent time.
Yeah, I'm just not into like those watch and sim kinds of games. That was 16 tracks, y'all. Do you guys want to call it here? Or do you
I'm
wanna
down
do
for like
some-
8 more.
Yeah, I'm down for some more. If you all
Yeah.
are, switch up some characters.
And guys, we forgot about the biggest game coming out this year. Fucking Forza Horizon 5.
My roommate who has not had an Xbox since his 360 is now sad that he decided to switch to PlayStation because he's heard so much about Forza Horizon 5. He's coming to grips with it.
Yeah, it's like I made a terrible mistake.
I have absolutely zero interest in that game, but I respect him. I respect y'all for liking it.
Hey man,
Uh,
let me tell you, I was telling Mike about it. That clutch shift manual drive I got on my 240 Datsun. Oh god. Oh.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. I probably won't play it either, just because I feel like whenever that game comes out, there'll probably be like at least
A
two or three,
million video games.
two or three other video games that are probably just a little bit more personally. But hey,
Yeah.
Game Pass.
Well, it's also whatchamacallit. I think I said it in Slack or something. It's like I've always wanted a Forza game in San Diego, and this is the fucking closest I'll ever
Yeah,
get.
it's the closest you're gonna get.
Sure,
It's
yeah.
got the similar biome.
Yeah.
Oh boy, apparently there's crash landing sickness, so they're all throwing up. I didn't
Oh,
pay
no.
attention to that before.
Did they crash land on wherever they are?
Pretty much every time you open up RimWorld, you get a scenario. Most scenarios have you crash land, so they just have crash landing sickness for
Crash
about.
landing sickness feels cruel if most
Yeah.
scenarios.
Yeah, it's just how the game starts. You know, give them 5 minutes and they'll get over it.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They're just a little woozy.
Let's see, how are they feeling? Extremely low expectations, so that gives them a mood buff. Initial optimism, there we go. Zeke's master. Zeke is a dog. Where are you, Zeke? Hello. You're a little cold and you're a little sick. Yeah, I know that you're sick. It's cryo sleep sickness or some shit.
Who was RimWorld made by? Do you know, Scott?
No idea. I don't really care.
It's fair. Harsh but fair. At least it's honest.
Oh boy. As Ackard draws near the ancient wall, a sense of foreboding overcomes him. He isn't sure why, but he feels that his dusty structure may contain great danger. Oh, I was about to set up base here.
Yeah,
Hey
better
Scott,
send 'em
you
in.
describing this makes me want to replay Into the Breach.
Let's see here. Can you mine through that wall anyway? If I'm gonna die in the first 5 minutes, I'd like to do it in the first 3 minutes.
Let's see. I appreciate that commitment to like, hey, if we're gonna go chaos, we might as well fuck it
Yeah,
up right
let's
from the
just go
get
full
go.
chaos. Yeah.
Yeah. Open this up. I want to know what this means.
Just kill us.
Hi, Rabbit.
The stages make me want to play Luigi's Mansion 3.
Hell yeah.
That's another game I should play.
Yeah,
That's a great one.
It's a really good.
It's a good
game.
time consumer in the summer too.
Yeah.
I should finish that game.
Yeah, it's worth it because I think there's some. The final boss isn't like. The final boss itself is kind of whatever, but like the things that happens in the final act of that game is very good.
Okay. And I'm just seeing more levels. It's always a delight.
Yeah. There's still a lot of solid levels.
I love like this in this cart level, like the bookshelf that looks like a boat face that is like a mouth that goes underwater into the dungeon.
Yeah.
So cool.
Just really neat stage.
Yeah.
The weird soldiers at the end and everything.
Jesus, your Bowser has a lead and a half.
I'm Big Bowser. I'm fast, I guess.
Bone Bowser.
Yeah.
Bowser Bone Lord, as he is
Bone
known.
Man.
All right. It is too much effort to die whatever's behind this wall, so I'm just gonna build next to it and hope whatever happens soon.
Hope you're safe behind it. Ludion Studios has made RimWorld. I'm just curious if they were connected to any of the other kind of weird colony sims like that.
That's the other thing I've been replaying, Fallout New Vegas, because I'm a sicko.
It runs better on Xbox now, so
Yeah, and that game still holds up actually.
it's like virtually no load times on a modern console. So
Yeah. It's still a little buggy, but that's because it's a Fallout game.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's an open world in that engine.
I was thinking about replaying Outer Worlds, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play New Vegas because that's a better game.
I was thinking about playing Outer Worlds just to play it, and it's gotten that like update for new consoles. It looks very good now.
Yeah, you might like it, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It
I-
opens
like,
so
I-
strong and then just like falls off so hard.
I feel like I mean I have different problems with it than you, but like I get it. I know where you're coming from. It's definitely like one of those things of the idea that it's kind of fruitless by the end is a bummer.
Yeah.
Or at least it
Oh
feels
boy,
leaves you
this man.
fruitless. How's he doing, Scott?
Well, most other people are hard. Oh, never mind. I was
He's already
about to say
dead?
most everybody else is hard at work, and he's sitting here cloud watching.
Okay.
This
Do
Scott,
they have
this
a-
game sounds like these people are colonizing some land.
Well, they crash landed.
Yeah, they crash
Sounds
landed.
Okay.
Well,
And
they have two options.
they're on a rim world, which
Pretty much colonize whatever land they crash landed on, in the immediate area, or die.
Hey man, sometimes dying's a valid strategy.
Quinn spoken like a true depressed person.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I'd rather just not. If I crash land on a planet, I'd rather just not live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's over now.
Yeah,
I think that's
just-
kind
yeah,
of
just-
the direction Scott's trying to lead them into. To be fair.
Well, no, it depends.
Yeah, it could go either
See,
way.
sometimes you meet nice friends along the way. Other times you meet cannibals.
Oh God.
And then
Are
you
there
meet
other people?
Greedo, and Greedo shoots you.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of other people over here. There are a lot. Oh, okay. So some of them are like you, right?
Mhm.
What, humanoids?
Most of them are. Yeah.
Are they all like
Because
aliens?
Scott, what do you say when they look like you? I'm like, but what's going on? at this point?
Oh no!
Are they
see,
bug- are they bug monsters?
yeah. Those exist too.
Okay. I don't want the bug monsters. That world is. I'm good without that one.
Yeah, that's the way to go as well.
Who in your group has been getting into Room World? I'm curious, Scott.
There's three of us.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is still playing RuneScape.
Oh my God. You need to save that person.
No,
Was that the person that you lost the bet to and had to play with?
no.
Okay.
Fucking goddamn Morton.
Yeah, Morton got me.
He passed me like right at the end.
That was
Bitch.
Roy.
And
Whichever
Yeah.
one.
Morton got me, Roy got you.
Bowser. The Koopalings are doing my bidding. That's what it is.
From the Bone Lord Bowser.
That's right. I'm boning it up for you guys over here.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate
Throne
it. bud.
I
Bones.
gotta
Um,
keep this crown.
That's fair.
Let's see. What other... I like Cloud Top Cruise.
Hey, there it is. Cloud Top King.
Cheap beach.
Now we know it's going to be the beach, for sure.
Yeah, of
No.
course.
Okay.
You jinxed it.
I mean, that's
My,
I mean,
it was
I
my
picked-
plan all
I was gonna
along.
say I picked that stage, so I feel pretty all right.
Yeah, I was down for it.
This is a
I
good.
was like,
this-
oh yeah, this stage is fun.
yeah, it's a cool stage.
Yeah,
I love the.
definitely has
I love,
the
I love,
epicness to
I
it.
love the risk reward of that shortcut at the end.
Yeah,
Just like either you get it and it's a good time, or you just fucked it up and you probably lost the race.
he lost everything.
It's definitely a risk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
it's
like,
very
but I
fun.
like that because it's like right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. I like that.
Yeah, it kind of puts you on the spot.
Hmm.
Oh man, I like took a sharpish turn and like turned around somehow.
Damn,
Just my luck.
I'm flying into these clouds, and this guitar just
This
started
has-
wailing.
What is it? The Donkey Kong level you guys were talking about that has the cannon as well?
Yeah,
Donkey Kong
DK
Mountain?
DK Mountain, yeah, and
Yeah, so
Double
it says the
Dash.
cannon too.
yeah.
At least there's one cannon I'm being shot out of in this game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's
I
the Yoshi stage from N64. I think it
Yeah.
has cannons
Oh,
in it
yeah.
too, but like no one ever uses those cannons because it's super slow.
I didn't notice that when you are coming down, like after the cannon part, the kind of stone platform that you land on has like a faded question mark block image on it, and the vine is growing out of it like a question mark block.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like
That's
yeah,
super cool.
question mark to hit. Oh, I didn't mean to take that ramp. Actually, that worked out because it's just taking me through the cannon bit. Okay,
Well,
that didn't. That was totally fine. Get fucked.
So get hit while you're in the cannon.
Yeah, because basically I got hit by the blue shell right as I came out of the cannon, and it just took me all the way to the other end anyway.
Yeah,
All
this
right,
part
time
I was
to do
talking
some
about.
zoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna dump over here. I guess
Are
we'll
your
just
how many
stockpile.
people do you start with, Scott?
Oh, dang
3.
it.
It's just 3.
Yep.
There was the risk reward. I
Yeah,
tried to
it
take that
didn't work
shit.
out.
Well, that's because I got hit by a freaking red shell right when I was about to go on it. But otherwise,
I've never seen
would've...
one make the jump itself.
I'm pretty sure I did I just did on the first lap.
I just like I wasn't there to see it. Like I've never been like behind someone when they made it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate losing all these coins.
Yeah, it sucks.
Losing all
That's
those
the-
coins.
It's so sad.
That's why like I've been losing some of these races. It's just because there's no coins.
Yeah. When did they add like the coins as like a speed thing?
I mean,
It
Wasn't that
was
Mario
in the
Kart
SNES
7?
one.
yeah, it was in the that it was the same thing in the SNES one, and then they added it back in. I think the Game Boy one had it too, and then I think it didn't have it again until
The Mario Kart 7, right?
yeah, the
3DS one?
3DS one. Well, you just had held your red shells. Dang
Oof.
it.
I did it, boys.
Yeah, those red shells. That was the guy. It was Roy. It was it was him throwing those red shells. He was coming.
I saw
Just
Mike
me
about
with-
to go for that shortcut, and I was like, I have two. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I was shells on all ends. All right, now it's time. The rainbow calls. Oh no, that's a good one too, Mike.
Yeah, Wild Woods. It's good stuff.
I forgot about that one.
Good music. And we got it.
Hell yeah. I will happily play this level.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think there's a Mario Kart stage I've ever played that I don't like.
I'm trying to think.
Um,
There's probably a couple here.
there's
that I don't-
there's
I'm not
that
in love with.
there's one level in Double Dash that's like a shitty city stage I don't like.
Oh, the one where you go underground?
I don't remember if it's underground or not. I just remember it's like there's like one part that's just like this weird maze, and it's just like
Yeah, it's the underground
it's
one.
just like why
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I didn't like hate it, but I never really liked it.
It's their attempt at trying to do, like, redo, whatchamacallit, the Yoshi
The
Oh,
Valley
Yoshi
one.
one, yeah.
right.
I think I remember thinking that at the time too, and not liking it as much either.
Because if you just know the path...
I'm
then
trying to
you
remember
can
because
just
I also played a lot of Mario Kart 7 on 3DS and I liked that one, but I'm trying to remember like I think I like the stages in that one too generally.
Yeah, it was the both the handheld ones, not the GBA one, but the DS and 3DS ones. I just did not like. I don't know what it was, but
They're weird to play on. They definitely were weird to play on the DS, but
yeah,
on the
that's
handheld.
probably it.
But I think they had some good stages in this game.
Yeah, I'm happy that like some of those stages made their way here and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember not liking the pinball one on the DS, actually.
Wow. Waluigi Pinball, you mean?
Yeah.
No, that's like one of the best all-time Mario Kart stages. What are you talking about, bro?
I remember
okay.
not liking that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Time to go back.
It's a good
Let's
stage.
load up Parsec. I mean, our room in with each other all
In
next-
Maryland.
in
Yeah.
Maryland. In an undisclosed location in Maryland.
Yeah, in a back alley
I'm
somewhere.
about to fly. I'm about to fly 5 hours just for a Mario Kart race.
Absolutely.
Yeah, damn right. That was a good stage from the I think that was in the original DS one, and then they redid it in the 3DS one.
That's
if I
cool.
remember correctly. I like that stage. Oh, I definitely put my green shell up, but no bueno.
Oh god, somebody with a start. Fourth place like somehow feels like
Last place?
last place.
Yeah, it sucks.
And it's mostly because like I know you guys are like in the top 3, so the fact that I have like any one between us is
Yeah, it's just like damn.
And it's also,
I mean-
that's like the prime spot for just getting shit on, too.
oh true,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
where
'cause
like
you're,
the
like-
wild stuff happens.
Yeah, you're like still kind of in the pack at that point.
Yeah.
And some of it's just that, like when it's like just getting out of the pack of people, like once you can do
Roy
that.
tried to pull some shit at
It's
the
just
end there.
like,
I'll tell you guys
okay.
what.
Yeah, that's like the
triggered it.
best part about watching F1 races is like when there's a tight pack, and shit just goes down.
Nobody's gonna flip at that point, though. What's the other one?
Some stages we haven't done yet, really. We haven't done that stage yet. Oh yeah, we haven't done the falls, I think.
Yeah, so I had
yeah.
the same thought. It was like
Oh,
this
yeah,
or
and
the dragon one.
Yeah, the Zelda track's good too.
Yeah,
Big fan of Zelda track.
great music and
Mhm.
guitar.
Breath of the Wild 2's next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
More than likely, yeah.
Just making sure.
Been waiting their time.
As far as we know, it is next year.
Mhm.
I've
There
been
might
wanting
be
to
some
replay the
spiders
first one.
right next to my base.
Hey, Scott, I think there's spiders are next to your base, but
Yeah,
Oh,
big
hold on,
spiders?
hold on.
you need to,
Mega
bug
spiders.
monsters?
you need to-
Oh yeah, mega spiders. That's what they were.
No, no spiders next to my base.
oh,
Okay.
you sure,
time
bud?
time to just abandon
Yes.
that. Time to abandon that base.
Yeah, I was about to say, time to move out.
Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. So what it was,
My roommate has a spider now, so
Oh, really?
there was just a small little cave section, right?
I can't leave.
And I was just thinking, hey,
Wait, does he actually like
what's-
have a tarantula?
If I
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, Scott. You can go ahead.
nice. I was like, oh, okay. Well, if this is a little cave thing, all of my other little cave things have something that I don't want to touch in them, like a giant spider.
Like a mega spider.
So if this is a giant spider map where I have to be very careful about giant spiders, I'm probably digging into a giant spider nest. But
wait, Scott,
as it
I think
turns
you're
out,
digging
this is
into
the
a giant
one.
spider nest.
This is the one cave system where I didn't do that.
Hey, miracles do happen.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Although, if there are both bug monsters and giant mega spiders in this world, I don't want to live in it.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
also
I like
apparently
bugs.
Sounds not
super
great.
strong ancients in this area, and I'm building right next to them.
Great. Are they like giant robot ones?
I haven't seen them yet, so I have to assume that whatever they are. Oh, what? Well, they're doing something in their building that's glowing.
It's gonna be whooping your ass in a minute. Is what they're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
And eating your ass.
They
Because they're
might
spiders,
be,
get it?
they might be peaceful. You see, the trick is to not, mine through their walls as I was going to.
Well, there you go. No mega spiders. No mining through other people's walls.
Yeah. You see, if you don't mess with the ancients, they might not mess with you, right?
That's what Final Fantasy VII taught me.
That's what Final Fantasy IX's teaching me.
That's right. Now, I'm curious, Quinn. Did you finish Final Fantasy VIII?
Yes.
How did you feel about how that game, like where that game goes?
I enjoy how stupid that game is.
Okay.
Because I also like the characters a lot.
I mean, you go to space and
Yeah.
fight like a space god, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I was just curious how you had felt it. You never mentioned that in any of like your fan theories of Final Fantasy VIII. I just didn't know how you felt about how it wrapped up.
Yeah, I beat it, then Jarrett sending me the site of is Squall dead or not, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
that theory. I don't like any theories like that. So,
Is what?
like the idea
Squall
that
dead.
Squall dies at the end of the first disc and everything else is like
A
in
dream.
limbo. Yeah, basically.
I
Which
mean,
you
like,
could apply to any story ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate
I
it.
mean, there's a few that make sense and a few that just don't.
That's
Yeah,
like
right.
I'm gonna here it is. Here's my death theory. At the beginning of Paper Mario 64, when Mario goes into the Goomba house and goes out the back door, and there's not a
He
deck
falls
there, and he
through-
falls,
yes.
he dies. Mario dies. The rest of the game
And the rest of it is just Goombario living on that adventure.
just dragging Mario's corpse around.
Yeah, the reason why it really, really doesn't make sense for, well, one, that Mario thing is because, no, he doesn't do that. There's no
That's what
point.
people do, Scott. They just do
There's-
shit like that.
There's no loss of consciousness there. The reason why people can latch on to the Squall one is because at some point he loses consciousness, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but,
he
like, where's the
wakes
fun
up.
in that?
It's also a fucking stupid theory, and also I like Squall as a character, so like kill me, I guess.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, somebody threw me the idea like a control theory that like it's all in her head, and I'm
Right.
like, why would sure, like let's play in this space for a moment. How is this fun?
Yeah.
Who's
yeah,
having fun in stories where they're all not real?
Yeah.
Like that's the best part about video games is we can make these magic fantasies real. So like, let's fucking make them real.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't have to be a dream.
and it's like, I don't know. I'm not the guy who like, I don't go to games for conspiracy theory shit.
Sure.
I go to wrestling for conspiracy theory shit. Like, honestly, like
Okay, listen. I understand what you're saying, but maybe you.
I have more
maybe you
fun
shouldn't.
speculating about bookings and like where signed talent goes and what feuds are gonna do. Then
I'm just trying to say that might be a little more dangerous.
It might be a more dangerous path. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
That's fair.
wait, speculating about wrestling, then speculating.
Slippery
about games.
slope, Quinn. First you're speculating about wrestling, then you're fucking shooting up heroin at a wrestling show in San Francisco in a bathroom. I'm
Well,
just
no,
saying.
it's that it's
There is a direct
you
path.
speculate about bookings and you make good on it by finally betting on one, and then you go
No,
insane because it doesn't work
Bookings
out.
in wrestling is the matchups. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
No,
not
we're
speculating on who
we're
wins.
we're having fun.
Okay. just making
And
sure.
also wrestling is, poison for your brain, but everyone knows that.
Hey man, so are video games. So
Hell yeah. I mean, that's what everybody keeps telling me.
Our brains are already far beyond poison, so
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
my brain
It's
is
like-
basically mush.
so it
at this
doesn't even
point.
matter if any of that is true or not.
This is the most existential group stream we've ever had.
Yeah, it's pretty much as I play fucking Mario Kart.
yeah,
So we
exactly.
get smashed by rainbow thwomps.
Yeah,
I watched a video on Twitter recently of this stage, like 1-to-1 compared with the Super Nintendo one. It's kind of cool to see how different it is.
Yeah, how different it is.
Mhm.
They put you under a full moon. How sick is that? Why?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because it's cool.
And you can see like the slopes from the
Mhm.
like Super Mario World,
Nice score, Quinn.
Like- all defined.
Hey, bro.
Nice.
You know what? I'm screenshotting that right now. Post that on Twitter later. I'll just be nice.
That one is just for you. That's the silver to win all silvers.
Yeah,
It is.
it's a nice silver.
Oh man.
But there it is.
There's
Oh,
Mario
hey,
Kart.
look,
It's
I have a
Mario Kart.
visitor. It's a butcher from the nation of Cervexa. That's the name.
Oh,
It's a butcher.
oh no.
Thanks for hanging out, Scott.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for anybody who hopped in chat.
Yeah.
It's fun as always.
Yeah. We'll be
Mario-
back
Mario
next
Kart.
week.
Back next week, and we're
Back for Blood. I think we're sure on that.
yes, yeah. I think we'll probably end up having to do our group stream on Thursday or even maybe Friday night, because that's when the open beta
Open
works
beta starts, yeah.
starts.
And this will be my last group stream till like September, so
Hell yeah.
it was fun.
I'm so excited to play it finally.
Yeah, they and it has more stuff than the closed alpha we did back in. Jeez, that was
January, right?
that was last year. That was last year. That was like December or November, I think. I think it was because it was announced at the Game Awards. I'm pretty sure the alpha was.
Yeah. So it must have been
Um,
December.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited to jump back into that game. Next week, we'll have some other stuff too. Like I'm finishing up some reviews. We're gonna record Nintendo Land this week
Mm-hmm.
and video game stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
thanks everybody. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.